My name is Sergey, and I'm a former drug addict. By the age of 27, I had 6 times been arrested. I was born in Novokuznetsk in a normal family. My father and mother worked their whole life in a factory. My father liked to drink, but didn't have serious problems because of this. He didn't bother me much. And these are my friends. We started to hang out when I was 12 years old. We all lived close to each other and started smoking cigarettes. We also tried marijuana and started to drink vodka. At first it was fun, but then we ran out of money. In the evenings we searched for drunk people outside, those that we could rob. We would beat them, steal their money, gold and other valuables. This is Luba. We were neighbors. Our apartment buildings were close to each other. I was 2 years older, but we went to the same school. She was very cute, and I noticed her right away. She finished school, then trade school, and we started to live together. 4 years later, she gave birth to our daughter Katya. At this time, I went to prison for the first time. I needed money for marijuana, and I stabbed a drunk man. I wanted to steal his cell phone, and he started to scream. And these are my fellow inmates, also drug addicts. They told me that marijuana is nothing, you need to try real drugs. This is cool. And I got excited and I thought to myself, I'll definitely try heroin. This is my buddy Nick. I met him at work that my father found for me after my first sentence in prison. Nick was a desperate drug addict and introduced me to heroin. I was making pretty good money at the factory, bought expensive things, and Luba started to shoot heroin with me. We didn't have enough money for drugs. I started selling things. We sold everything and ended up in debt. I started stealing again. Was again sentenced to prison. While in prison, I received a telegram that Luba died from an overdose. Katya was left to be raised by my parents. Then I thought to myself, it's enough, I will not do drugs anymore. Heroin is the reason for all my problems. But as soon as I was released from prison, I started doing drugs again. I stole money from home. Didn't even care if I stole money that was set aside to buy milk for my daughter. And soon my parents rejected me and kicked me out of the home. Nothing could stop me from doing drugs, not the death of Luba, not even my little daughter. I thought that I'm finished totally. I will either sit in prison all my life or die in the basement of an abandoned building. This is Luba's grave. I also could have been buried there. This is the bus. I'm going on the bus to get help. One time my neighbor came to me and said that her son went to receive help at the Teen Challenge Center. Now he doesn't shoot up anymore and lives a normal life. I decided to go, and I found out that many drug addicts lived in this rehab center. Some came themselves, others were brought by their family members who had no more hope. The guys right away received me, gave me a place to eat at the table with them and a place to sleep. We lived in the room with 4 people. There was a bed and a small dresser. We didn't need anything else. We kept the room clean ourselves. I worked in the kitchen and also learned the trade of doing renovations. My memory returned. When I was doing drugs, I had no time to learn new things. The Teen Challenge has its own soccer team. I'm not a great fan of soccer, but when it was warm and everyone was playing, I also played defense. I spent 1.5 years here. The first month was very hard, but afterwards I got used to it. When there's a group of people exactly like yourself, when everyone understands you, supports you, and when everyone has the same problem, it's easier to overcome and forget about drugs. Here they don't give medicine. I now understand that the Lord helped me. He gave me a second chance for a new life. I read my Bible very much, and I repented before God, my family, and friends. I asked for forgiveness, and now I live a normal life. Now everything is going very well for me. I returned to the job where I worked before, where everyone remembered me as a drug addict. After 1.5 years at Teen Challenge, there was a great result. I didn't return to my past. They say that there is no such thing as a reformed drug addict, but there is. The very thought of drinking or doing drugs didn't come to me anymore. I don't want to have any part of it. My daughter is growing. She doesn't remember her mother. I'm a mother and a father to her. I hope that I will be a good father. I was a drug addict for 8 years, but I never want my daughter to remember me that way.